Hey guys, welcome back to another video on TRK Gaming, and today I have a special video for you guys. What I want to do is show you how you can use the player replay system where you have the player control takeover in conjunction with the practice arena, using both of those tools to improve your gameplay. And we're going to look at what the Kimberly player is doing. The Kimberly player is a gold player and they're playing against the Chun-Li Platinum. So without further ado, let's look at this replay. Okay, so this was the point where they went for a really crazy wake up. And I understand, yeah, the Kimberly player is really far, so you don't really expect anybody to do a wake up at that distance. So what does this tell us about the Chun-Li player? I would like to assume this, right? You're nowhere close to them, and they did a wake up EX invulnerable option. That means they're not really putting much thought into what you are doing. They are just cycling through their options. So it is a defensive option to them, so they just do it. So they weren't even, you weren't even close, you didn't frame kill, you didn't do anything, you weren't trying to shimmy, and they just, ripped it. So that tells you something about the player. You still have time to walk, but that means you're closer to finishing the round. So yeah, I get it. And you actually did something that was good. You did a combo, but I don't think you were able to finish it off. I think you had something in mind. Nice anti-air. Good. That's very good. Very good at that level to be a goal player and doing your anti-airs. And that was a good perfect round. Let's see what happened in this second round. Right, you see the same thing, they just went for the EX fireball. So you just, okay, now you realize in the third round, going to the third round, probably they may try to do it again. A nice anti-air, very good, wow, that was good. And now, yet again, you took a chance. I understand that very much. So I have no fault with that. And you could probably, I don't know the setups, right? So, you know how to optimize your character, but let's just say you observe that they're doing a lot of wake-ups, you could just bait them into it, right? Right, this is something I wanted to look at because a lot of people do get a little trouble blocking her flippy, overhead flip. It's a crossover. So you just have to remember to block in the opposite direction. So you are blocking in you're pressing down back. So once you see them go for it, you just have to stand up. First of all, you need to stand up and then block in the opposite direction. It catches a lot of us. So I could understand the switch player control, P1. So you stand up and you see that's how you block it. And that would have been, they just autopiloted into that. Okay, yet again, you have some issues watching your feet. So, that was a bit of a reckless level 3, but it worked. It worked. So you take it as it comes. Let's see what happened here. Block that. You are +9, and you went for. I get it. Yeah, that's a really tight combo because your standing heavy punch is a 9-frame startup. And I understand you're trying to really optimize your combos. You could probably just go for something safer like your crouching medium punch and go into something else, the slicer. Now you get punished. You take back your turn there. Yet again, they did that. We spoke about that. Use your heavy punishing combos. Sometimes it's difficult, I get it, because this EX move that Chun-Li has, it happens so quickly. But I'm going to show you how to practice that in the arena to respawn, because you need to practice that, and also practicing that overhead. Now, what happened here is she did lightning kicks, right? And it wasn't spaced well. You are, what are you? You are +8, which means that you could press a light button into a heavy button right after. I think you were parrying, and do something like that, or something like this. And you're one step closer. Could you do level 1? You could do level 1. Right, and you know, you're much closer to victory. But you get DI'd in the corner. Right, let's see what happens here. Sweeps again, right? They're doing raw sweeps. Level 1. And you did level 1 here to finish up. I can't find anything wrong with what you did. Oh, it still wouldn't kill, but let's just say that's the best you could have done, right? I have no issue with that. Because even if you use, and then they did something wild, and then that. Yeah, so you see what cost you the game is basically you didn't know how to react to her EX tensor kicks and the overhead flippy kick, or you know, that crossover that she does. That could have been the game, right? If you know how to block that, they couldn't have done anything there. Okay, so just a few things that you might have to work on specifically in this matchup or in general, right? So, you know, we have a recording here where, you know, the Chun-Li player is just moving back and forward and just pressing a light punch, right? And this will teach you how to space yourself properly in the event that they probably press a low button, but a more far-reaching button. Like the second recording is moving back and forward and a crouching medium kick, right? So just to show you how you go about doing something like this, you just press recording and just a light punch. Next recording, crouching medium kick, right? And next recording, you do that. So we have those 3 recordings, and you're gonna practice how to space yourself properly. And in the event that they do go for the overhead, you know, you're ready, right? Or you could just go for a parry. And you know, you're just, so now you switch on all of these, and you know, you're just practicing to just stay within that range and just be ready, because it will be foolish to just switch this on because you know it's coming, right? You know, I know to stand up and block this, right? But that's not how people play. They do multiple things, right? So now you have to watch out for your feet, as well as, because that's something that you realize that you were doing, you were getting clipped, and you know, that's not something you want, right? Right, so you stand up and block it, right? So you get that practice, and you're blocking low as well. And if you So desire, you can practice your anti-airs as well, because you can also anti-air this move, right? So this is how you go about practicing, right? 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 And that's how you learn how to block it properly. Okay, so another thing that we're going to work on is your deadly punishes, right? So we're going to do set the computer to crouch block, right, under dummy settings. We're going to put them to block all. And what you're going to do is on block reversal, you're going to make the opponent do a crouching heavy kick, because it's good to learn how to punish these things. And upon wake up reversal, we're going to do the OD tenso kicks, right? So we're going to do this first so you could get some practice on how to walk in and out of that range, that dangerous spot. So this is how the exercise should go. You press, and you just walk. And that's how you practice, right? Outside of the range. Scan setup, right? So you're going to do that first, and then what you're going to do is learn to walk just outside of the range of a normal throw. So we're going to set also on wake up reversal. Now do this one separate so you can find out where's the sweet spot to just walk in and out, right? Because it makes no sense that you do this and you're quite here, right? You want to be like right here. Because if you're right here, you're in prime position to punish when they do the OD tenso kicks, right? So you're going to set the normal throw on wake up reversal to a delay of 5 frames, because that's most likely what people do when they delay throw tech. They just don't wake up and throw. Well, some people actually wake up and throw, but this is the proper way to practice it. So you're going to do the same thing, punch. That's the wrong thing. And just walk, and notice you're just outside. And you're in position to press this, right? And I think if you do this, you could also follow up with this. So let's do that again. So you could probably do things like this. Right, so, and that's what you're going to practice now, doing both of the options. You're going to switch on both. So you're in prime position to punish both. Right, so go again. Right, so that's what you're going to practice doing, right? Right, so that's the two things that you would train on the side, and that could probably just make the difference in some matches. Probably certain sets that go to 3 rounds, it could be 2 rounds, and that will up your skill level in this game. So with that being said, I hope this video was useful, guys. And this is just a quick way on how you can assess your gameplay, your style of gameplay, and your skill level without having to hire a coach. I probably would enforce or encourage people to use the tools that the game has. They are good enough, and you could probably see what are your faults, what you could have done better. And until you exhaust those resources and you can't find a way to improve your game, then I'd probably suggest, finding a coach to see something that probably you're not seeing. So with that being said, guys, use these tools. The person who's the Kimberly player, you could probably use this to improve your gameplay. and keep practicing, keep getting better, and I'll see you in the next video. Peace. Later.